Tam Fam. The life of my next guest dramatically changed when a child in his neighborhood asked him a simple question about a bike. Dustin LaFont says that curious kid inspired him to take a big leap of faith, and it's ultimately transformed the lives of thousands of kids. Take a look.
Folks who knew me in the community knew I was always fixing my own bike.
I met a young fella named Jay Wilson who had a broke bike and asked if I could help him fix it.
And I decided then and there I wanted him to learn himself and be able to utilize the tools so that he would have the knowledge and the power to be able to help others and continue to keep fixing.
And after we fixed his bike together, he told all his friends and family, and they all showed up on the front yard. And all of a sudden, there were kids from all over the neighborhood coming in my yard, tools spread all over the grass, asking me to help them fix their bikes.
They need them not just for fun, they need them for getting to school or for their first time job opportunity. Everyone in the neighborhood just started to call us the Front Yard Bike Shop. And we became a bridge of opportunity for a lot of kids. Now, thousands of kids have had this experience, which is amazing to imagine, you know, what could happen from just wanting to love your neighbor and help them.
Tam Fam, please welcome the Executive Director of Front Yard Bikes, changemaker Dustin LaFont. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I was reading about your story, and I know you were a sixth grade teacher at one point in time.
Yes.
And being a teacher, you really saw, obviously, the joys of what we bring and what you can bring as an educator, but also the challenges of life for kids. I read this quote. You said, nothing was more infuriating than seeing a kid in my class and then one day that desk is empty because they were expelled. I really wanted to teach that a kid. I wanted to see them get to that accomplishment. You didn't want to see children fall through the cracks. That was your passion.
You know, absolutely. You know, we have so many amazing kids, and it's hard for them to navigate so many steps in life.
Yeah.
And sometimes in your classroom, you're trying to get them through a curriculum, and they have much greater needs than what you're trying to teach that day, and you're trying to be there.
You describe Front Yard Bikes, which is in Baton Rouge. You say it's a place that you compare to jambalaya.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How is it like good jambalaya?
Because it's a lot of different ingredients in that recipe, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta have, everything is unique with each kid and focus, but when we all come together, it tastes real good.
Oh my gosh. Front Yard Bikes, you turned it into a nonprofit, and as it continued, you started to offer other things that kids need. You were teaching mechanics, welding, gardening, real-world skills that they will need. Because, you know, we talk a lot about college, and I was blessed and fortunate to go to Temple University, but a four-year college education is not for everybody, and it's not available to everybody, but that doesn't mean your life and your trajectory should be stopped by that. And you're teaching them skills as well.
And a lot of that is because the kids were interested in so many things.
Yeah.
And we said, well, why would we cap off this experience with just what we want to teach you? You have your own interests. They'd share that, and we try to incorporate it. And most importantly, you need as many cards in your deck to play in life.
Right.
So why sell you at just one card?
One card.
When anything could be what you need.
And it's been transformational for your kids as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I get to be a mentor to...
And these are your kids, and this has impacted their lives.
That's the squad right there. That's the
squad.
tribe. But no, I get to be a mentor. I was 23 when I started, and, you know, the guys were, you know, 10, 12, 13, 14. So it was a near peer of, you know, the older guy who was cool, right? Well, I'm getting old. I'm 36, and my kids, they see these guys, and they look up to them. And they start to see the guys in the program are being a mentor to my own children. Wow. And I mean, I say, look, I'm not trying to provide resource to you without expecting you to provide that resource back to somebody else. That's why you're learning these skills.
Right,
is to
pay it forward.
That's it.
We'll be right back. Welcome back, Tam Fam. So we've been talking with Dustin, who went in to help children around his community with his nonprofit, Front Yard Bikes, giving kids a safe place to go after school. In the past 13 years, he's expanded the program even more, teaching kids skills that will change their lives forever. I love that. First of all, this is the first trip you've ever had to New York. You're from Louisiana.
Yeah.
You're in New York.
Yeah.
And And the word is getting around, and you talked about the kids, that they are the real heroes because they end up passing this around to other children who may not participate in the program.
That's right. Kids vote with their feet. They're gonna tell you what they're about by being there. And so when they tell a friend, yo, follow me, this is some good stuff I'm doing, I want you involved, that builds that community, that builds that family environment that you want everyone to feel welcome and wanted.
I love that. Now, one of the kids that really, you had a big impact on his life is Rajay Wilson. He's now 23 years old.
Yeah.
You're still in each other's lives.
Oh, we talk this week a lot because he's going through a lot of growth he's about to be a dad, and we just talking about those steps. And yep, it's love, it's life. You know,
it's love
good.
and it's life. You know, I always say you have to have a witness to your life, and you've told us a lot about you. But I want to hear from Rajay himself. He's standing by. Are you there?
Yes.
That's him.
How y'all doing?
Oh my God, Rajay, I saw that picture of you as a little guy, and now you really are all grown up.
Yes, ma'am.
What did this program and what Dustin was doing mean for you?
I mean, it meant a lot. Mr. Dustin is really like, my dad passed away when I was young, so Mr. Dustin is really like my dad. Like, he kept me out of so much trouble being around where I grew up at and all the stuff that took place around there.
Dustin, you've helped, around 3,000 kids in your community?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that 3,000 kids. And that number, I mean, just amplified because, to your point, they just keep helping other kids.
That's right.
And other people.
That's right.
Oh, I love this. I love a good story. I love a good inspiration. What is that sound? What? What is this? Oh, thank you, sir. Okay, you've got mail in your hand. Can you read that?
It says, Dustin, we're so inspired by what you're doing to help the kids in your community. We're giving you $5,000.
Dustin, you are amazing. Our friends at Netspend indeed are giving you $5,000.
I gotta hug you.
Of course you can.
Come on now. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Yes.
Tell me, you know, because you're a nonprofit, how does this help the cause?
Oh, that means so much. You know, we have a lot of kids who work with us after school who get stipends for their after school jobs, and this goes straight into that to where they have more hours, more days where they're plugged in and they're working for their friends and helping their community. And that means so much. And more importantly, look, I have to say this, when someone invests in you like this, it says, look, we believe in what you're doing. It's an affirmation that your work is worthwhile and you're worthwhile.
Oh my God.
You know?
Rajay, congratulations. We know you got a baby on the way. We are so happy for you. That smile says everything.
That's you. That's you, Mark.
Dustin,
That's you.
thank you both so much, Rajay, Dustin. And a big thank you to our friend and giving partner, Netspend. For over 20 years, Netspend has provided innovative financial services, and all their all-access mobile accounts help people manage their money and build a better financial future for the generations to come. And that is what you are doing, sir. Thank you.